Priestess. So this video is actually for Kevin, the DIY camper. Hi Kevin, this is Black High Priestess, and I wanted to do a video response for you because I've been watching your channel and I really enjoy the videos you made. I'm kind of a new subscriber. I've been watching you for, about a month, I would say. And I wanted to give you a video because I like some of the things that you talk about, people not interacting with each other and only interacting on social media and everything like that. So I wanted to give you a response to your video. Sandy is not my wife. And so to my audience, and Kevin, I don't have nearly as many people watching me as you do, at least not yet. You've got about 12,000 subscribers. I have probably 12. No, I've got like 50 subscribers, but maybe 12 people watching me at this point. So to those who do watch me, check out Kevin. He teaches people some great stuff, survival tips, and he's also a very interesting man. He's got a lot of wisdom. He's been through some things. You can learn a lot from listening to him. He has some great subjects, and I think he's a genuine person. I think that he feels, alone or lonely sometimes, and I can relate to that as well. So again, back to you, Kevin. I wanted you to know my real name. I go by Black High Priestess because I practice African spirituality, and that's something that I teach. I teach about, the mythology of, African deities, and I also am a high priestess in the sense of in the traditional sense, and the role of a high priestess, within the congregation. So I know that you talk about Jesus being your Lord and Savior a lot, Kevin. So I definitely want to respect you. I'm not going to speak too much about all of the things that I do as Black High Priestess, just because I don't want to offend you. I don't know completely what your beliefs are, and I don't want to offend you. But I will say, something that you can know about me. One, my real name is Chastityunique Smith. That's my real name. That's my full name, Chastityunique Smith. And my beautiful mother gave me that name. That's my birthright. That's the name she gave me. And she also did raise me as a Jehovah's Witness. So I have my Bible here, and so my name is on my Bible, if you can see. And it says Chastity because the nurses spelled my name wrong on my birth certificate. They left one of the T's out. And so I have my Bible here. I wanted to show you that, let you know a little bit about myself, but also because, again, something I do as Black High Priestess is I do tarot divinations. And I saw also that you replied to my comment, and that made me feel really good because, even with 12,000 subscribers, I know that you get a lot of people contacting you. You probably get a lot of interaction, and the fact that you replied, it meant a lot. There's people with less subscribers than you that might not have taken the time to do that, and I wanted you to know that I value what you do. And I wanted to give you a video in response, but I also saw the video that you made after you responded to me about going to the hospital and your appendix and everything. So again, I wanted you to know some things about me and kind of connect to you and your audience. And I wanted to give you a tarot reading, but I didn't want to offend you in your beliefs. So something that I do is I don't just do tarot divination. I can do dream interpretation. I do oracle services. But there's also a form of divination. It's called Chastityunique. And Stitchiomancy is a way of divining using a book. And what you do is you flip to whatever page that you into it, and you open and you pick up where peace Aslam, and you pick up where your wherever your finger lands, and you read that passage and you divine based on that message. So I wanted to give you a divination to maybe give you some counsel, maybe a message from your ancestors, meaning your dead relatives, a message, from God, whatever you believe in, that might help you through your time in the hospital. So, and by the way, Kevin, I said peace Aslam because one of my viewers checked in. I wanted to tell you, Kevin, you can also do live videos. So if you just have your phone with you, one thing, my camera doesn't work. And right now when I do my live videos, you just go to your Facebook, your YouTube account, and you go under your account, and there's an icon. It's a camera icon. And you press that, and there's an option to go live. And you can just go live. You won't be able to edit your video. You'll be able to edit the captions and things, but you won't be able to edit the length or anything like that if you're comfortable. But that's what I've been doing since my, I don't have a computer right now. I had a fire and a lot of my items burned and things like that. So right now I'm just working with my phone, and the camera doesn't even work either. So enough about that, Kevin. Again, I wanted to do this video for you real quick. So a couple things I wanted to tell you. So now you know my real name, Chastityunique Smith. Black High Priestess it's not just an alias, it's an actual title, and they're rights that I've actually earned, initiations that I've earned as a priestess moving into High Priestess. And I call myself Black High Priestess because of some of the things that I do to help Black people overcome oppression, and dealing with that color, Black, as well, and the mysteries. So I'm a coffee lover also, Kevin. That's another thing about me. I love coffee, and when I work, I need my cup of coffee to start my work day. And when I'm not work, I'll do tea more. But I definitely usually need a cup of coffee. And what I usually do for work, I'm unemployed right now, but I make jewelry. You can't see this one too well, but this is one of my pieces. It's some beaded jewelry that I've been making. I make these myself, and I learned how to do it myself as well. I am an artist, and this piece, Kevin, is called The Blacksmith's Bride. So, if you're interested in some of my jewelry and anything that I do. So, but I need my coffee in the morning too. And peace, Kendrick Celestine. Nice to meet you. I haven't, Kevin, there's another people talking to me. See, when you do live videos, Kevin, people can talk to you. They can't do a video, but they can text you directly, and you see, and you can respond to them. So I had someone new I have never seen before. So peace. So yes, I'm a coffee lover. And so, Kevin, when you did that video, you knew you should have had some coffee before you got on there being grumpy. But I like how you kind of got that little grumpy, ornery thing going on, which makes me wonder why you didn't have kids. If why you didn't have kids. But again, I'm only asking you because I'm giving you a whole video, and you can ask me whatever. So another thing that I said, let me tell you 3 things about me so you feel comfortable, whatever, you feel like I'm interacting. And so you don't disable the comment section, because the comment section is where you get to see who is appreciating you, and you can ignore the rest. So I went to DePaul University. I didn't graduate. I have 1 more quarter left. I guess I'm one of those quintessential slacker students, one of those artsy, smarter than your professor students who, just, I got 1 quarter left. I need to graduate, but the reason I haven't is financial difficulty. And so I do have a GoFundMe account for that. And, you know, I do my services and things like that. When people donate on my website, it goes to my GoFundMe account. And, you know, hopefully I'll get some lump sum donations and I can get some tuition knocked out and you know, get my undergrad degree. So I go to DePaul for film and media and cinema studies. And I also have a minor in Spanish. Hablo español también. Y je parle puro français. And I guess the third thing, Kevin, I wanted to tell you is, you know, I don't have any friends either. And that's exaggeration. I have very few friends. I may have more friends than you, and you know, you don't seem like you get out too much. But I know what it's like, especially as Black High Priestess. I know what it's like to not really have a lot of friends. I spend a lot of time, you know, here in my temple, you know, doing my spirituality, and it can be hard to connect to other people when you're genuine, and so many people are hiding behind smoke and mirrors, smoke screens, you know, just hiding behind aliases, avatars, and they're not who they are, who they say they are. So I just wanted you to know that I am the Black High Priestess. I am a High Priestess. And I am Chastityunique Smith, and I'm everything that I say I am. So, you know, I model, like I said, I do different forms of art. One is jewelry, another one, you know, I've got some other things here, and again, I do spiritual arts. So, Kevin, the other thing I wanted to tell you, Kevin, is that I've learned a lot from you. And don't be mad, but I haven't actually watched any of the videos about making a camper yet, but I did come to your page seeking to learn survival tips, and I've just really connected to a lot of things that you said. I feel connected to you, and I do feel concerned about, you know, your health as well, because I think you're very valuable. I think you have a lot to offer. And in my beliefs and observations, do not trust the doctors, do not trust the medical system, and do not trust the industry, the pharmaceutical industry, because they're in the business of making people sick. Kevin, they're not in the business of keeping people healthy. That's why they didn't tell you about the infection. They didn't, because the more often you have to go to the doctors and the more patients they have, they still make money. If they cure people, Kevin, they so Kendrick, nice to meet you. I'm doing a video for one of the someone I'm subscribed to. His name is Kevin the DIY Camper, and he gives survival tips. And, you know, he talks about being frustrated that people don't interact with each other. And he just he responded to me recently. So I was excited because, you don't think you hear from these people sometime. And he also did a video, and he's sick right now. So this video's for him. All right. So again, Kevin, what I was saying was, be careful. The pharmaceutical industry is in cahoots with the doctors to keep Americans sick, to keep perpetual patients, because that's how they make their money. All right, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So I'm not ever telling anyone to not get checked up and to not seek health assistance for any. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there are a lot of factors, social, economic factors that contribute to the practice or the malpractices within the pharmaceutical medical industry. And something, I was raised with holistic remedies, homeopathic cures. I'm eternally grateful and indebted to my mother for raising us that way, and learning how to cure yourself naturally, and learning how indigenous lifestyles and cures can help keep you healthy. So I just wanted to tell you, you know, Kevin, definitely ask questions and think for yourself, you know, and I hope that they don't tamper with you in any um, funny way. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. Organ harvesting, you know what I'm saying, these vaccines, you know, having stuff in them that, you know, so just be careful, Kevin. They will look for any reason to put you under the knife and get you asleep, and you don't know what the intentions are. And again, Kevin, I'm sorry, but this is like Kevin, you've done videos and you've done uploads about extraterrestrials and things from other dimensions. So I've always felt as though oh, you get to meet one of my babies too, my cat. Kevin, I've always felt that going to the doctor kind of seemed like how people describe being probed by aliens. Okay, and it's always kind of made me feel that way. They do stuff with your blood. They do, you know what I'm saying? So do be careful. In a lot of predominantly black health communities, Kevin, there's a lot of talk about the malpractices of doctors because some leaders and healers will talk about some of the history of black people being experimented on by the medical industry during slavery and during abolishment. You know, so that's why you know, that's something that is kind of really paid attention to among black health experts because of the history of being black in America and being slaves and being in conditions where we can be exploited in any type of way. So please, Kevin, double check everything and be careful. You know, I don't like some of the things I heard, but it's almost 17 minutes now and I wanted to make this short. So I'm gonna do the last thing I want to say, Kevin, before I do this Stitchomancy for you, and I hope it helps you, is just be grateful for what you have. I know you complain about things. You feel like you don't have a relationship. Sometimes you feel you know, the way the world is going and everyone's going on social media and everything. But, you know, be grateful that you have someone to come home to. You know, be grateful that, look, you know, you have a place to stay. You know, be grateful that you have the knowledge that you have. There's so many people, they don't know how to do those things, and they didn't grow up in a time where people were smarter and knew how to use their God-given talents and traits. Be grateful you grew up in a time where you're not relying on technology or electricity and electronics that can easily shut off from an EMP. And now you don't have any skills. So be grateful for anything that you do have. Always remember that. Just be grateful for whatever you do have, because there's someone who has it worse. All right, Kevin, having said that, I am going to do a Stitchomancy for you, Kevin. And I will pull a card. Like I said, I don't want to offend you. I don't know exactly what your beliefs are. I'm not so much religious, but I do go by the Bible. And as you can see, I have my head covered because you know, if you do read the Bible, you know that it talks about a little bit about the importance of women covering our heads when we are in a position of authority, when we're in a position of spiritual authority. It's important for the women to cover our heads, and that does come from the Bible. You know, and more ancient, you know, texts, you know, and traditions that talk about the importance of a woman. So that's why I have my head covered here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for you, Kevin, real quick. And I'm gonna see, what I'll do is I'm gonna pull a card, And I'm gonna, depending on what numbers are on the card, that maybe, no, I might just do a Stitchomancy. I don't know how I want to do this. I was gonna do a Bible verse based on the numbers, but I don't know how that's gonna turn out. And this is live, so I can't edit out the time where I'm getting the messages, but and we'll sit here. All right, what messages do we have for Kevin, ancestors? God and Goddess, what messages can I give to Kevin? Okay. All right, Kevin. I'm just gonna do this live as is. I landed at 1 Kings 6:15. All right, and sorry, my camera sucks, Kevin. But okay, it's 1 Kings chapter 6, and the verse my finger landed on is 18. And it says this: and the cedar wood on the house inside was with carvings of gourd-shaped ornaments and garlands of blossoms. All of it was cedar wood. There was no stone to be seen. All right, Kevin. Kevin here. The verse before that, verse 17, says this: and it was 40 cubits that the house proved to be, that is, the temple in front of it. And the cedar wood on the house inside was with carvings of gourd-shaped ornaments and garlands of blossoms. All of it was cedar wood. There was no stone to be seen. Kevin, I don't know what you believe. What I'm getting is God recognizes your talent with your hands. I don't know what you believe, but you may be of the bloodline of Christ. And you may get your talents from carpentry, directly from that bloodline. Or in your past life, you were a carpenter in some way, but your God recognizes your gift of carpentry. And I feel as though you need to get some cedar wood and craft something with it. I'm not saying make a false idol. Okay, so I'm not saying carve a false idol to worship, but I'm saying there's something with this. Is clearly talking about what you do, Kevin, and I don't even want to. I can read this whole thing. It's just talking about building a house. It's just talking about building all of this, and it's talking about cedar. And it's funny because I have a broomstick that is named cedarwood. I named it cedarwood. So I think that you need to work with cedarwood. There could be something with cedar that can heal you. You need to get some incense. There's cedar wood or cedar aroma incense sticks. You need to get some cedar incense, or they have if you ever had a sage bundle or like a sage stick, they have that with cedar. As a matter of fact, you know what, Kevin? I can get you some and mail you some if you want, because I know where to get it from, where I'm at. I can get you some cedar incense. So, and you need to build something for your God. It's great to have people to pray for you and everything, but you also gotta build and construct something that will serve as a temple or a temple space. That camper that you do your uploads in, you need to smoke and sage it out. You need to make a temple space for yourself and heal yourself out of cedar wood. You need to build a camper or build a room that is a temple space with cedar wood incense and some other things. If you're interested, I can tell you. I can give you more if you're interested. But you need to get that done, and you need to stay in there and make that your hospital bed, and you need to heal in there. And maybe Sandy can make you some special tea, some things that I can give you some recipes and stuff. And every day you need to be drinking tea. Coffee is good, but tea you can make with different things that will heal your body, like vitamins. You need to be taking a men's 1 a day vitamin also, and you need to check your blood type and figure out what diet is best for your blood type. All right. Kevin, there's some things in your home that are making you sick. Inside was the carvings of gourd-shaped ornaments and the garlands and blossoms. There was no stone to be seen. No stone to be seen. Kevin, there's something about there. You've got something in your home that maybe you shouldn't have. I don't know. It may have bad energy. It may be affecting you negatively. It could look like a stone. It could be some type of stone. It could be something in front of your house, like maybe in the steps, in your step way or your front porch. There's something that should probably be removed. It may have bad energy. Again, you should make, how you ever go to those gift shops or places and they have like those wooden things and it says like welcome home or God bless this home, or little kitchen sayings and things like that. I feel like you need to get some cedar wood and carve your own thing that shows your relationship to your Lord and Savior, like whatever you believe about. Like maybe you want to say Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Maybe you want to say something like what we see, Rastafari are those who deal with the Old Testament of the Bible, and a lot of Rastafari talk about who Jah bless, no man curse. So that's a passage from the Old Testament of the Bible, talking about who God blesses, no man curse. Maybe you want to put that on it, who Jah bless, no man curse, and hang it over your home. You're under some spiritual attack right now, Kevin, and it's because of the help that you're doing from YouTube. It's because of a higher purpose you're serving. You're serving a higher purpose than your purpose, but you're serving a higher purpose than you may even realize, and you're getting under attack. So you need to carve this thing and put on it a saying that, or a scripture, maybe whatever you want to put on it, and keep it at the door of your house. Just like in the Bible when they had to mark their home with blood so their firstborn didn't get taken. I hope this all makes sense to you, Kevin. I hope none of this offended you. I hope you really find value in it. And I really hope you get to see this video before you go into the hospital. I'm a little bit worried about what they might do to you in there, but I don't want to worry you or anyone else who sees this video. I just hope that it resonates with you, and it's a pleasure to meet you, and I appreciate you responding, and thank you for all that you do. You are valued by the Most High and all of your viewers. Peace and love.